Welcome to the exploration of poetic justice, a literary device where virtue is ultimately rewarded and vice punished, often in a manner peculiarly fitting. It's the universe's way of maintaining balance, ensuring that good deeds and nefarious actions alike meet their appropriate ends. This concept taps into a deep-rooted desire for fairness in the human psyche, making stories that employ it particularly satisfying and cathartic. The appeal of poetic justice lies in its simplicity and its profound moral resonance. In a world often clouded by moral ambiguity, poetic justice provides clear-cut outcomes where the righteous are vindicated and the wicked are condemned. It reassures us that, in the narrative universe, justice prevails, aligning with our innate sense of right and wrong. This narrative device does more than entertain, it educates and affirms. By seeing justice served in literature and film, audiences are subtly reminded of the importance of ethical behavior in their own lives. Poetic justice is not just a plot mechanism, it's a reflection of our collective moral compass. Understanding how poetic justice works in storytelling is key to appreciating its impact. Typically, it involves a character making a crucial decision that leads to a fate directly related to their actions. This decision, whether moral or immoral, sets the stage for the eventual outcome that feels both inevitable and appropriate. For instance, in many stories, a character's greed might lead them to betrayal, and subsequently to a downfall that mirrors their own treachery. This mirroring is crucial. It makes the outcome feel earned and satisfying. It's not merely about punishment or reward, it's about creating a narrative symmetry that resonates with the audience's sense of justice. The effectiveness of poetic justice also hinges on its timing. When delayed, it builds suspense and keeps audiences engaged, wondering if and when the scales of justice will tip. This anticipation is a powerful tool in storytelling, adding depth and emotional resonance to the narrative arc. Classic literature offers some of the most enduring examples of poetic justice. William Shakespeare in particular mastered this device. In Macbeth, the titular character's usurpation and subsequent tyranny lead directly to his downfall. His ambition causes him to commit heinous acts which ultimately bring about his demise, fulfilling the prophecy that guided his fate. Similarly, in Charles Dickens's Great Expectations, the character of Miss Havisham, who lives her life seeking revenge, is eventually consumed by her own schemes. Her tragic end is a direct result of her actions, illustrating how her vices lead to her isolation and despair. These stories resonate because they reflect a universal truth about the consequences of human actions. The lessons from these classic tales are timeless. They teach us about the inevitability of retribution and reward, serving as moral tales that warn against vice and encourage virtue. This not only makes them captivating but also morally instructive, reinforcing the ethical standards of the times. In modern media, poetic justice remains a popular plot device, adapted to contemporary contexts and sensibilities. In the film The Lion King, the villain Scar's betrayal and murder of Mufasa lead directly to his own downfall, trampled by the very herd he manipulated to kill Mufasa. This fitting end satisfies the audience's desire for justice and reinforces the moral order of the Pride Lands. Television series like Breaking Bad also utilize poetic justice effectively. Walter White's transformation from a sympathetic character into a ruthless drug lord eventually leads to his isolation and demise. His end is a direct result of his choices, providing a stark commentary on ambition and morality in modern America. These modern adaptations of poetic justice speak to contemporary issues, making classic moral lessons relevant to today's audiences. They show that despite changes in society, the fundamental human desire for justice and moral order remains strong. Poetic justice is more than just a satisfying conclusion. It's a fundamental aspect of how stories are told and understood. It reflects a basic human need for fairness and moral order, making narratives that employ it deeply resonant and impactful. By ensuring that good is rewarded and evil is punished, poetic justice reinforces societal values and personal ethics. It serves as a reminder that our actions have consequences and that virtue, though sometimes delayed, is ultimately recognized and rewarded. This narrative device not only entertains but also educates, serving as a moral compass guiding both characters and audiences alike. In the end, the enduring appeal of poetic justice lies in its ability to deliver not just a story, but a lesson. It reassures us that, in the grand narrative of life, justice will prevail, making it a powerful tool in the hands of storytellers across ages and cultures.